I know it's been a while, but we are back on the red carpet. We're at the Hatchet III premiere. Now, if you guys are a fan of this genre, you'll know they typically do not use any CGI at all. Pretty scary, and in fact, tonight's red carpet, I have a feeling is going to be pretty scary. So stay tuned for the scoop from the cast and crew. So you worked on all of the special effects and makeup for the movie, right?
Yes, I did.
So tell me, how did you design some of these cool looks?
Oh, man. Well, a lot of the design came from Adam, from what he wanted from Hatchet 1. And him, John Beekler, myself, we all talked about what the design should be, and John sketched them out originally. And then Hatchet 2, we took the same designs and really kind of made them a little bit better, more accurate for Kane to wear as far as the prosthetics go. And took the exact same molds and redid it with a different material for part 3, and now he even looks even better. So that's how that came about.
So that's interesting. So things have really evolved from 1 to 3 now.
Yes, they have.
So do you think there's a 4 in our future?
If there's a 4, then we'll see. But we're still kind of like recovering from all the stuff that we did for part 3. So.
Welcome to the Hatchet franchise, right?
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
What was it like working with this crew?
Well, it was stressful because we were down in Louisiana in the swamps, and there were thousands of mosquitoes and critters and black widows and things that women love crawling on them and stuff like that. So
I know I do.
You would have loved it down there. Yeah. So it was challenging, but it was a lot of fun because everybody was super enthusiastic, and I don't know, there's just a great attitude on the set. I think everybody was just excited to be doing something as fun as like a slasher movie.
Now, you're also known for Gremlins, and
Yes.
there have been rumors for years and years that that there's a remake coming up, there's something else coming. Do you know anything about it? Do you have a scoop for Slice of Sci-Fi?
I don't have a scoop for Slice of Sci-Fi, but I will say this. They just started with a producer and probably a writer, so that makes me believe that they're probably about 6 months away from shooting. So if you want a cameo, you know who to call.
So, Hatchet, this is a great franchise. They're on number 3. What was it like joining this cast?
It was the best thing ever. I'm in the 3rd one, which is the best one, so I'm very happy to be in the best one in the franchise. I don't know if I live on to 4 or not, but we'll have to find out.
So what makes this one the best, though?
It's got submachine guns. None of the ones had submachine guns.
Submachine guns in the Louisiana swamp. Are you pulling our leg?
I'm not pulling your leg. Watch the movie. There's a lot of gunfire.
Okay. So what else can you tell us about the movie that's different from the other Hatchets?
They actually filmed this on the swamp, so when we had to wear 3 layers of costume, we would still get bit, so when you go back, you look like you're in a leper colony when you're in the hotel at the end of the night. But there were gators on set. I heard that was a new one. And this one is directed by B.J. McDonnell, and I think he definitely killed it.
Awesome. So, but you mentioned 3 layers. Is that because of all the mosquitoes and things they had to protect you?
No, that's because I played a deputy, so you have to have your undershirt, and then your undershirt, and then your overshirt. It's a complicated process.
It sounds very complicated being a deputy.
Yeah.
Do you walk around now feeling like you're part of law enforcement?
A little bit. I miss the cop belt, actually. I feel like I should be able to hold on to the belt and walk around. I don't have as much authority anymore. I miss that the most.
You could just hold onto your belt and walk around anyway.
Yeah, I might choose to do that throughout the night, if that's okay with you.
Fine with me. Now, we're Slice of Sci-Fi. Are you a big fan of the sci-fi genre, which of course
I'm a
includes
huge fan
horror?
of sci-fi. Sci-fi is actually my favorite genre.
Okay, so what do you like best about it?
What do I like best about it? I like that we get to see things that are completely impossible, and that's what I like to see in movies the most.
So, do you have a specific show that you love in the sci-fi genre, or a movie?
Well, I mean, the show I used to love was Lost, but now that's done. But my favorite sci-fi movie of all time is definitely Terminator 2.
Okay, and why is that?
It's just the best sci-fi action film of all time. The whole robot from the future debacle, I think, was great.
So, if you could be part of a movie franchise, would that be your next choice?
I mean, now the Terminator franchise kind of sucks, but if they ever reboot it and made it well, or got James Cameron back somehow, yeah.
And on that happy note, thank you so much. Have a good night.
Of course.
Hi, I'm
Hey,
Zoe. How
Hi,
are you
Zoe.
doing?
Derek, nice to meet you.
Likewise. It seems like you're having a lot of fun out here.
Just fun? Yes. Rolling with it? More yes. No.
Well, you must be good at rolling with things with your career. I mean,
It's been great. No, my background's actually improv. I've done improv comedy since I was 17, so rolling with things is pretty easy. It's fun.
I feel like then we should throw some curveballs your way.
You know what? That's the normal. I'm okay. Let's do it.
Good. We're going to be having a
Interrupt.
nice interview, and then bam, I'm going to throw something in there.
All
Just
right.
warning.
I'm
Fair
up.
warning.
I got it.
Okay. Now, do people? I know we're going to talk about Hatchet, but do
Yeah.
people recognize you without all the makeup?
Yes and no, because I bounce. I love it. My job as an actor, like I bounce through my normal face, then doing monsters and whatnot. But my job is to tell stories. I feel, and so it's wild. I'll be on the street. A lot of times people are like, "Hey, are you?" A lot of the characters I play also are like murderous. You know, like I'll punch you in the face, throw you out the window. You know, stare in your window late at night type of guys. That's funny because my background's all comedy. But so yes, I do get recognized, but not on a crazy like Johnny Depp scale, which is fantastic.
So, what is the craziest recognition experience that you've had?
Oh my God, this is horrible. I'm actually at an airport at one point. I'm standing. This is me. You're gonna love the story. This is me. This is a woman. This is a couple standing here. The couple next to me looks over. The woman goes, "Oh my God, that guy's a predator." The woman here looks over me. I'll be the camera. You're me, camera. This is what she did. I'm like, no, like Predator, like space aliens, like Robert Rodriguez, not a register in your neighborhood. I was like overly like explanatory. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go, and just it was horrible. So
That is
it's a
funny.
crazy story.
And so, did the woman who gave you the dirty look? Did she like relax after that?
No, I think she didn't get it. She wanted to murder my face off, so pretty rough.
Well, that might be good, I guess, if there's another Jason movie coming up. I don't know. So, tell me about Hatchet. You've joined this group. They're on number 3 now.
Yeah,
What
right.
was it like joining them?
It was a blast. I mean, Adam and I are friends. BJ and I are friends from other films working together in the industry, and so it's kind of the perfect gestalt of like this is the film to do. I was actually asked to do Hatchet 2, but I was currently working on a different project and I couldn't do it. So Hatchet 3 came around, and I have a lot of. I'm a huge like fanboy myself, and a lot of horror fans are going, "Oh, we want to see you fight Kane. We want you and Kane to fight." And I've got a lot of offers for jobs like that, and with this one coming around, it felt like the right time. Going like, you know what? It's all my friend group, you know, with Kane and whatnot. I go, let's do it for the fans, and so that's what we're doing.
So, can you give us a little scoop about who wins the fight?
I cannot. Because then people, I will get a vicious text/phone call from Adam Green, going like, "Hey, we are never going to be friends ever again." So I cannot.
Actually, that's just as well because our Slice of Sci-Fi fans do not want spoilers.
Oh, God.
So,
Very nice.
so good. Because if you'd given us a spoiler, we would have been like, we're done. That's it. Thank you.
That drives me crazy. Also, as a fan, 'cause I'm always on Facebook and Twitter. I run my own sites or whatever, and I'm always like watching. And I hate when someone's like, "Hey, here's a spoiler." Like, I kid you not. I went to go see Evil Dead, and I'm there. No one's in the theater. I'm like, cool. No one's gonna talk to me. Great. This guy walks in the backpack, sweaty, dude, hat kind of sideways, walks out of nowhere like a missile, and goes like, "So, I hear this spoilers in the movie." I go, "Are you kidding me?" I go, "I haven't been watching the trailers, but I don't even know you. I want to murder you so bad right now." He's like, "Oh," I walked out. I'm like, "Oh, so mad." I was so mad.
That was like a joke. That was like an improv that he came in.
Oh, that was
I mean, were they real spoilers? Did he actually
Yeah,
give it away?
He was right. He was totally right. I kept watching for it at the very. I'm like, oh, for those of you who see it at the very end,
Don't give it away.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna give it away. But at the very end, I'm like, oh, really? Oh, you were right. Great, idiot.
Oh.
I
Now,
get a lot of fans right now.
I have to say, I hear a lot of, I want to murder him, I wanted to murder that couple. Like, should we, as Slice of Sci-Fi, be a little worried right now?
Right now, we all have that emotional keyboard as human beings. Right now, I'm in the happy zone. Everything's fun. Don't get me wrong. I got a bad side. I can switch and be kind of bad.
But if I announce Predator in the house, then
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind.
I guess if it's Happy Predator as opposed
right,
to
exactly.
Predator.
Right. If you were to hit me with something like aggressively, then things would flip.
And I'm smaller than you, so this would be very dangerous. Okay, one last question
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you. There are all sorts of ways that people die in horror movies. What do you think is the creepiest?
The creepiest way to die or the creepiest person to die?
The creepiest way to die. Like if you were going to die in a horror movie, as like one of the, oh, don't hurt
Oh,
me.
I have my own choice of way to die?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know. That's a good one. I've died so many and killed so many ways in films. God darn it. I really don't know. I have no idea. I'm ruining it right now. The best way to die is in a loving relationship where you're true to your partner and you're it's not.
Boo, I don't like that answer.
I mean, give me a scenario. Like, where are we?
Where are we?
Okay,
We could be anywhere.
I'm not doing improv. We're doing like a location. We'll figure something
Like
out.
improv, we could be anywhere. We could be, on a street corner waiting
we're
for a
on the red
bus.
carpet, like to make things interesting. You do something like this. You would take these and come around. I know this might be painful. You would come this way. Pull up really, really hard. But everyone thinks you're joking around, like, oh, they're doing a bit. Then when you pass out and I drag you off that way, that way, makes you feel uncomfortable.
It's like real fake improv.
I wonder if I took this, if people wouldn't like mind, or like, hey, oh no, he's in the film. We can let him have it.
It's okay. That's a prop.
Horrible.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. It's been a blast.
So much.
Thank you for fake killing me.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
That's a first.
So nice. I'm gonna put this back before I get in trouble and kicked out. Hey, Derek, why were you kicked out of the premiere? Doing a bit.
We are Slice of Sci-Fi, and what a cool project for you to start with your first big directorial debut.
Yeah.
What was it like joining this great crew of people?
Well, I actually was in the first and second one as the camera operator, and then Adam didn't want to direct the third one, and he knew I wanted to direct, so he said, hey, you know the story better than anyone I could actually, pick, so here you go. You want to direct it? And I was like, of course I do. It's a great stepping stone for me. Really excited.
Well, then that's interesting that you were a camera operator. Were you harder on your new camera operator then because you knew the job so well after 2 movies?
Yeah, I was. I was really specific about a lot of things with him, but you know what? He did a great job. Sometimes I did all the Steadicam work in it, but he did all the other operating, but he was great. And then my buddy Eric Leach, who's also the second unit DP, second unit director, he was there, to work with us all too, and he was just phenomenal. He helped out a lot, as did Will, the DP. Will was awesome.
Okay, well, for Slice of Sci-Fi fans who might not know exactly what goes on behind the scenes, what were some of the things then that you had to talk to the camera operators about that you were very specific about?
Really and truly, it was just all about making sure that we did as big as epic shots that we could possibly do. In this Hatchet movie, I never wanted to just do Steadicam because that was like the first one, the second one we used only the Steadicam or the stick. So I wanted to do dolly moves into this one. I wanted to give more heroic feels to certain characters. And not go as handheld in certain areas as we would do before. So basically just make it look epic, keep it epic, make it look awesome.
And so you are back for movie number 3. Now, were you excited to see the script that your character made it another movie?
I was terrified what Adam Green was going to do to me this time around, and it was everything that I thought it would be and more.
So tell me, you guys were actually in Louisiana this time. I've heard there were a lot of mosquito bites. Yes.
Lots of
Tell us.
mosquito bites, people going to the hospital, sets washing away, lightning storms, everything you can imagine was happening.
Now, we hadn't heard that. The sets actually washed away.
So we would shut down because there was rainstorms. I mean, we kept pushing the movie, so we filmed it in June of last year, and it's like hurricane season. So we'd have to stop for like 4 or 5 hours a night just because it was literally a lightning and thunderstorm. And we were in like literally like mud up to our knees. It was just disgusting.
Did you tell Adam you deserved hazard pay for this movie?
No, but you can tell him next time you see him. Where is he?
When he passes this way, we'll let him
Next time
know.
we work together, yes. And Holliston's on tonight too, actually. And I think maybe I need more hazard pay for that than I do for Hatchet.
So, what was the worst thing you went through on set? Not from the movie character-wise, but from the chiggers and the mosquitoes and the hurricanes.
I was doing actually, there was 2 things that were really bad. I was doing a scene where somebody next to me was firing a gun, and they were a little bit off their mark, and I'm handcuffed in the movie and have an urn, so I'm all tied up basically, and the gun went off a little bit too close to where I was standing. I mean, they're blanks, but it scared me, so just out of habit, I dropped the urn, and I went to cover my face, but I had handcuffs on, so I smashed my face open and cut my eyebrow.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I'm already covered in blood, so nobody really knew whether or not it was real or not. Couldn't tell what was mine and what was fake.
So it's like, is she, isn't she?
Yes,
is she, isn't
exactly.
she? So did you need stitches or anything?
I did not, and thank God I didn't have to look pretty in the movie, so it worked.
Well,
And
you can't see anything.
I was covered. All the bruises in the movie are actually mine, so I'm serious. It's pretty bad.
Well, it sounds like you definitely deserved hazard pay. When Adam comes down, we'll let him know.
Please let him know.
Excellent. Well, thank you. Have a good night. Hi, Adam. I'm Zoe. Nice
Hi,
to see you
nice
again.
to see you.
I met you guys actually both last year at the
Yeah.
Hatchet 2 premiere. So
wow.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it
yeah.
2 years
2
ago now? So you guys have been busy. Now, Hatchet 3, what made you decide to bring the franchise back?
Well, I mean, it's just we can't seem to kill this guy. Like the fans just love it, and this story was always designed to have these 3 parts to it. And I can't believe I actually got to do it, because each one it would end and we'd be like, we still have another movie in us, but this might be where it ends, and you have to be okay with that. But we did actually get to finish it, and this is the end of this story. That doesn't mean that there couldn't potentially be more Victor Crowley Hatchet movies, but this story that we started out with ends tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, was it hard giving up the reins and letting BJ direct?
No, not at all. You gotta remember, he was part of the team from the get-go, shooting the stuff. And this was a very unique situation where it's not like the 80s franchises where the original creator just walked away. Like, I wrote this script, so I decided everything that you see tonight, I decided that. I cast it, I was on set, I was in editing, I had final cut over the movie. So it worked well because we worked together, and I never felt like, oh no, like what's gonna happen? I was always there, and he embraced that, and it just worked really well because it in some ways it didn't feel like anything changed.
And if I recall correctly, you do makeup as well, and that's how you guys got started together, right?
Yeah.
So were you also doing makeup for Hatchet 3?
No. I actually have a larger part in Hatchet 3 than I did in 1 and 2, so there was just physically no way I could have handled makeup as well. But the makeup was good. It was good.
But now she's
I
a
approve.
lead, and she gets to show her real face
Yeah,
and not
it's
be behind
amazing.
makeup.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And so I heard that shooting in Louisiana, it was like people deserve hazard pay with all the triggers and hurricane season.
It was pretty freaking awful. I don't think I've ever been so miserable in my life, because we were shooting in the middle of the night, but it's 100% humidity and it's still 80 degrees at night. And then the swamp, there's a billion bugs out there, and it doesn't matter how much stuff you put on, they just bite through your clothes. I mean, I had layers. I was dripping sweat, and I was like, I don't care. I don't want any more bug bites. It was the worst.
I mean, it sounds rough, and I heard there were also gators. So were you involved with the
Spiders,
gators?
everything.
I was. We were at craft service, just because that's what you do. Once you're a producer, not the director, you get to hang up at craft service a lot more. And all of a sudden, this big alligator just walked right up, took the Skittles, and left. And I was pissed because I specifically asked for the Skittles.
It's in his rider.
It is in my writer. Like, she's not joking. Like, because I was also writing season 2 of Holliston while I was down there, and I need Skittles to write, and the alligator ate my Skittles. But we hunted it down, we killed it, and I made these boots out of them.
And what a lovely
Sounds
story
like a
that
plot
is.
to a movie.
Maybe Hatchet 4?
Yeah. Get my Skittles back.
I need my Skittles.
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker.
So one last question for you guys. What do you think is going to surprise fans the most, without giving away whatever it is? What
Cast. No, people still don't know who the cast is.
Oh,
We've hidden the real cast for so long, and I just mean, like, there's, in every horror movie there's a surprise cameo. Somebody shows up. There's full-on leading characters in this movie that nobody knows are in the movie. And the fact that we're here tonight at the premiere and that the movie opens Friday and it still hasn't leaked is amazing. Because we worked really hard to keep that stuff secret, just so that if you're a fan of this franchise and the other 2 movies, when you see what happen, you'll be very excited. And I'm thrilled for tonight to hear the audience just light up when that happens.
And also the action. It's like a Rambo horror movie.
Yes.
There's a lot of shooting guns. I shoot big guns. It's amazing.
I was gonna say, I heard there were guns, and I was wondering, is
Yeah.
that a joke?
No,
Because there are a lot of guns.
Machine guns. Like, it's amazing. There might
There were
be
guns in the other movies, but now it's like
No, it's-
semi-automatic and like rocket launchers and like
It's
war.
intense.
Well, it sounds like it. Well, thank you guys so much. Have fun tonight.
Yeah, Adam and I have been doing this since 1998 with Aries Go Pictures, so I mean, I've shot everything he's done, so it's been a long, very fun run,
So what do you think is the best thing about working with Adam that people don't know?
That they don't know that he cries himself to sleep every night. No, I'm kidding.
It's a scoop. Slice of Sci-Fi fans, you heard it here first.
Something they don't know. The people probably don't know that Adam Green never sleeps. He never sleeps.
He never sleeps. He also, the best part about working with him is that I've never come to him with like a suggestion or an idea, and him not just really take it in and usually say, you know what, we'll try that. And that is huge, because that's why we feel like a family, because he really takes into everything that we say and he has a lot of respect for his crew.
Very much. And he's a very loyal person, too. So, you do right by Adam Green, and he'll be your friend forever.
Yeah.
And are you guys just saying it because he's right behind me still?
Hey, Adam. Hey, buddy. Hey, what's up? What's up, dude? No, he's talking to other people.
Will said you cried that night. Hello.
Hi, how's it
I'm
going?
Zoe. Nice
Hi,
to
Zoe.
meet
I'm
you.
Joe. Very nice to meet you. This is Laura Ortiz from Holliston.
I feel it.
Yeah, did you see Adam Green from TV's Holliston as well? Good whip hand. Excellent. Excellent work, sir. Very nice.
He does this for a living,
Yes.
I feel like.
We're professionals a little bit.
That's funny. So are we a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Or a little bit not.
So tell us, what is the best thing about being on a red carpet that, people at home don't get this experience?
That there's alcohol on the other end.
Crossovers.
Oh, yeah,
We were just talking
crossovers.
about this.
When you have since this is kind of the Adam Green night, when you have someone from the cast of Hatchet and then someone from the cast of Holliston meet for the first time.
But
So
we all know each other
Yeah.
because we've all seen each other's work, but you're not sure if you've met.
This is kind of like Adam Green's extended family all put into one, and it's like the cousin or the uncle or aunt that you've never met before. You're like, oh, I'm kind of related to you somehow.
I know you.
Exactly.
I don't remember meeting you, but I know your work.
So we're all here for Adam.
When Adam came by, he told us he liked Skittles, that he's a Skittle fanatic.
Red Skittles, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
look at that. We did not get that. Red Skittles.
Red
Good.
Skittles. And if you really want to entice him, put purple Skittles in your cleavage.
I did
Did you do that? You did that. And
Funny, so did I. Works a charm.
A charm. You can get him to do anything you want.
Oh yeah, we wanted more scenes together. We were just like, come on, come on.
Skittles in our cleavage.
And that was it. Easy.
And on that note, thank you, because all of our Slice of Sci-Fi fans will definitely know what to do when they run into Adam next.
Oh man, Adam's gonna hate us now. This was a bad idea. He's gonna hate us.
I hope this doesn't air.
Hi, I'm Zoe. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Come on over.
Okay.
So, what do you love best about the horror genre?
Because the money's good and the fans are the best.
What makes the fans the best?
I have no idea, but they are so loyal. It's absolutely amazing. You wouldn't see a romantic comedy convention, okay, with somebody saying, "Pay me $20 and I'll charm you to death," okay? No.
But that genre is more my speed, so I kind of like that. Pay me $20, I'll charm you to death. Not a bad idea.
I can't do that.
You seem like you're doing very well so far. Do I owe you $20?
Yes, you do, as a matter of fact.
So tell me, over the years working with horror movies, what is the thing that has surprised you the most?
Wow, the thing that has surprised me the most is how some films that you just think are, going to be a little film that you go out there and make and you hope the check clears the bank, and they turn into something that's absolutely amazing. I had the immense pleasure of being co-starring with Lon Chaney Jr. in his last starring role, and that was absolutely. I was so shocked that when I walked on the set and saw him, it was amazing.
So was that your own starstruck moment then?
That was my starstruck moment, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. You have a good night.
All right, you too.
Take care. Nice to meet you. Slice of Sci-Fi. Yes. Are you a sci-fi fan yourself?
Well, yes and no. It depends on the sci-fi. Firefly had me at Nathan Fillion. Star Trek, the first movie, second movie, yes. After that, most of Steven Spielberg's stuff, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, close to my heart. I consider Jaws to be sci-fi, personally.
Sounds like you're more of a fan than you realize for these sci-fi movies.
The thing that's great about sci-fi, it can work in, it is scary anyway. There's always going to be something frightening and crazy. Like this last Star Trek film. Awesome. I lost it. I'm a cumber bunny. Actually, we're cumber bitches, but he's a prissy little guy and doesn't want us to call ourselves cumber bitches, but that's who and what we are. But for his sake, I'll just say cumber bunny. Anyway, I love him in Sherlock, and I love him even more in Star Trek, and I will love him even more in the 50 films that he's scheduled to shoot right about now.
Well, you have shot an amazing film, Hatchet III. I mean, people are super excited about this movie. What can you tell us about your role? I mean, you are...
Adam Green gave me the most amazing gift. He wrote, basically, this character, Amanda Perlman, is based on the character of Stretch from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, dearly beloved by horror film fans the world over. And what he did was he brought her into the present day. If Stretch were alive and her name was Amanda Perlman, what would she be doing? And in this movie, you get to find out.
Okay. So then, did you go back and watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 at all, or?
You know, I get to see it often enough on the convention circuit and at various festivals. It's more fun to see it in a big room with a lot of people than to watch it at home. But I do, I saw it probably the beginning of the year when I came home, and my 17-year-old was watching it with his friends in our house.
And so, do scary movies scare you, or is it like, I've been on set, I know what this is?
Movies like The Exorcist and The Omen scare me more. If it's got a heavy psychological angle to it, that gets to me more than anything else, more than special effects, more than anything else.
Sounds good. Well, hey, we are looking forward to Hatchet 3 tonight, so thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
So I hear that we talked to Derek earlier. I hear there is a big showdown between you guys in the movie.
There is a scene that people will talk about for quite a while, I think, when Derek and I face off. All I can say is it will surprise everyone.
Well, it sounds like sci-fi fans are going to be super excited to see that. I know we don't want to give anything away, but can you tell us about shooting it? What were the stunts like?
Well, you know, I typically am the stunt coordinator on these because I'm involved in most of the stunts, but we ratcheted up the violence this time and the stunts, and there's a lot of wire work involved, which is not a minor task, pretty involved. So Victor looks even more powerful than before, and the killing is phenomenal. There's way more kills this time.
And it's not every day that you can say that, right?
I can.
You can. I go around saying the killing is phenomenal all the time. That's true. Very true.
I love it. I mean, you know, you probably already know, but I have the word cat tattooed in my lip, kill. So that's how much I like it.
Do you
really?
really?
I'm not going to show you on camera. Then I'll have to kill you.
No, that's what you told me at the Hatchet 2 premiere. Now, what do you think most fans don't know about Derek, but you can share with us?
That's interesting. I don't know if I want to share it because I'd rather people find out for themselves when they see this movie.
Keeping it close to the vest.
Yes.
So we're Slice of Sci-Fi, and hello, Slice of Sci-Fi. We're Slice of Sci-Fi. Can you tell us, do you think, we'll see some good sci-fi movies out of you in the future?
You know what? There's always a chance. I've always enjoyed horror and sci-fi. So, and you know, I've done a lot of, I used to do a lot of episodes of Deep Space Nine and stuff like that. So I enjoy that side of things too. I'd like to do more roles like that as well.
So, would you like to do an alien type role? Like, what in the sci-fi genre interests you?
The creatures, definitely. I would love to do some kind of creature. People always said I have a head the size of an alien, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but you know, maybe I could pull it off.
I was going to ask, do you think that's a compliment or not?
I don't know. Probably not, but you know, I don't get complimented very often, so.
Maybe people are too scared of you.
I don't know why.
This is the second time tonight, you guys. Second time.
Who did that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah. I'm going to twist his bald head off his body.
This is This is a very dangerous place, you guys. I might not make it back, clearly. Slice of Sci-Fi fans, I hope you appreciate what I do for you. I have been strangled not once tonight, but twice by two pretty big horror movie villains. So I suppose it was worth it. Let's see. So just like a horror movie, it is great when you can make it to the end. I did. Now, did you? If you did, let me know. Friend me on Facebook and tell me what your favorite interview was. Thanks for joining me on Slice of Sci-Fi. I'm Zoe Hewitt. I'll see you guys next time.